Hey there, fellows. We've got a new experiment in store for you in this one. Right here I've got me a factory flywheel for a rear drive Lada. Also, I have got a box of sand. We actually used sand to make a mold for... So yeah, we mixed sand with glue in this exact box and made a mold for casting those aluminum brake rotors. After testing them, we know that they work, but performance is mediocre at best. They did have the benefit of being light, though. But yeah, we have this litter box, we have a stock flywheel, we have some sand, so let's make a mold, cast a flywheel, machine it, install it, and see what happens. Let's do this. Liquid glass. Check this out, we've poured in the aluminum, it's all looking good. It has cooled off, and now it's time to remove it. I think, okay, excellent. What an awesome mold we've made. This piece just fell right out. I'd say it weighs about as much as the stock flywheel, but it should be nice and light after we machine it. So let's machine it and just continue work on it from there. Let's go. Look here, guys, here's the lovely aluminum flywheel that we've made. But there is one thing that bothers me. The ring gear is meant to be mounted while hot, you heat it up, and we did make the flywheel ever so slightly bigger in diameter. So we put it on hot, it cooled down, tightened its grip, but will it hold on? We might want to add some pins. Use some threaded studs or just regular pins, but you see, the thing is, these are two different materials. With ring gear obviously being harder than the flywheel itself. Drilling holes right where the two meet and doing it evenly is going to be very difficult. But hopefully they can stay together as is. I mean, we can always push start the car if it comes down to that. Okay, now let's weigh the factory flywheel. 8,400 grams, okay, and this one I think will weigh in at about 3 kilos. 3.8, so it's about half the weight of that one. Okay, well, we are ready, it's all looking good. Now let's fit this to a car and do some testing. Okay, we've got it in there, everything is assembled. The ring gear was fitted to the rest of the flywheel while hot. And I'm curious whether the two will stick together or not. But we're about to find out. Go ahead, try starting it. What's with that lovely noise? Is there interference somewhere? Are you sure? So there wasn't any. Switch it off. So what I think happened here is that the Bendix won't pull all the way back. And it's clashing with the ring gear. But we'll space the starter motor out using a few washers and see how it does then. Because driving around like this, we risk something falling apart, and quickly too. That would be the starter motor, obviously. So let's fit those washers. Did I really get the dimensions wrong? Couldn't have. Anyway, fit some washers and try that again. Try starting it. I think it'll break in. Okay, so now... time for a test drive. Setting off. So nice and smooth. Holy cow. Clutch is doing its thing. It drives, giving me good engine braking action. Like right away. Immediately you know that this is running a racing flywheel. Lightweight. Okay. Let's go out onto the road. Let's see. Pretty nice. Though I would have loved to have a muffler on this thing, so that the exhaust wouldn't be so loud. But I really like how it drives. Yeah, this is really good. Hammer down? Yeah, let's go. This thing is really fast. We've successfully made it back to base without any issues. And so now, I just cannot help myself. I have to give this a try. Yeah, an unmodified Lada would not be able to do that. Holy cow, that is just... Look at it rip. And no failures so far. Everything is good. That was first. I don't think I can set off in second. But I can try it out. Some kind of con. Oh wow. It does get going, but with just a tiny bit of wheel spin. But from there, at some point, the engine is on the verge of stalling. All because the clutch has got quite some bite, it's not slipping. And that is just terrific. The brake rotors did not have all that much bite, but the flywheel very much does. Yeah, this turned out great. Now let me try something else. Why am I silent? Because I'm in awe. Watch the tach. Wait, what? I'm also in shock. Do you understand what happened? What? Yeah, the belt can't take that many revs. It keeps trying to evacuate. Anyway, this is pretty interesting. 7,500 if we're to believe the tacho. I mean, you can tell by the sound that the revs are really high. But to get up to 7.5 grand, that is just... Did not expect that. Where does that leave us then? The fact of the matter is that people do actually try lightening their flywheels to improve the acceleration of their cars, to make them a bit quicker. But that sort of mod does have certain drawbacks, in that usually weight reduction involves removing material, and that might result in the flywheel ripping itself apart at higher revs, taking the gearbox and potentially even the engine with it. In our case, we've made a really light flywheel that made the car noticeably quicker. Also, this improved engine braking. The clutch works, pedal action is nice and smooth. So the friction material does not interact with aluminum the same way as it does with iron. 100%, this sets off way smoother. Mind you, the clutch isn't slipping. I even tried dumping the clutch in second gear, car spun the wheels a couple of times. Then they found some grip, because in second, the engine is obviously lacking the power to keep them spinning. But you can feel that the revs aren't surging, instead the engine is on the verge of stalling. And that tells you that the flywheel and the friction disc are in tight contact. There is no slip occurring. And that is very good. Now before, when revved to redline, this engine used to get up to 5,500 to 6,000 RPM, but now it gets up to 7,500. And the flywheel kept it together. I think we should just leave it on the car. So it works, and that's curious actually. The aluminum brake rotors did not want to work, but the flywheel does. That is very nice. And that's all I got for you. Watch us, subscribe, send in your suggestions, comment, give us a big thumbs up. Alright, catch you later.